Fucking expert. Alright, anyway, San Germain Castle, Marini and Tessera are like, Toga's still missing, even though Eiji and some other maids are looking. Even Garrison, Norma and Dorothy are helping, but no keys have been found. All the butlers and maids on it. Twill wants to get all the maid corps out there, but they need Sandman's go-ahead, and he's locked in his room. Tessera wonders what happened of Earthgoats and the Grand Knights at this rate. Mysterious man, you needn't worry. Marini, that voice! Here I am, at last. Oh, look, and he's even got the fucking shine in his teeth. Fuck. We got a lot of screenshots to be taken with this shit right now. So, glint. Yeah, here I am at last. Getting all these incredible maid reactions because it's how I feel every day. Master Sandman, that's 12, alright, yep. That's her. I wish it fucking wasn't. Also, fuck me, what the fuck? What do you think that is? It's Twill, the teddy maid. I cannot tell you those are her knees, because that would be a lie. Blame Obari every step of the fucking way. Japan was no, Obari was a mistake. Never let Obari ever draw a human being, because he's never fucking seen one. He's so majestic. He's so majestic. Look at him. Where does he even get that? Wherever the fuck he wants. I kept you all in suspense. Please accept my sincere apologies. No, 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 no. Welcome back. Welcome. Just no, 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 no. Why are you angry, Mr. Raven? It's nothing. Now, what's the situation? Master Toga is still missing. However, we have detected some movements by the Skull Moon Alliance. Comparing it to their old data, we estimate they prepare an attack on a scale unlike anything they've done before. I see. Then we must bring Toga and the others back before darkness blankets our world. But I heard Garrodon was really damaged. Sandman? Indeed. Now may be the time. We need the radiance of the sun to sweep away these dark clouds. Sandman's too good. So at the Skull Moon base. Here's Aphrodite deep in thought. And when Rubina asks about it, she's like, no problem, it's fine. But Princess Rubina is not so easily fooled, and sees that Aphrodite is ill at ease regarding the upcoming operation. Even in times of war, this operation is beyond inhuman, and should it be executed, it will cost the lives of billions of innocents. Is the mask hard over boobs? Binding. Japan has a history of binding. Don't you all worry about that. And then Aphrodite says she cares not for the Earthling lives, and this plan is necessary for the success of their invasion. And furthermore, regardless of her position as her personal secretary, she will not tolerate Rubina voicing such complaints. No mercy for the enemy. And Aphrodite sounds sure that Rubina, whose feelings for Duke Flea led her to defy her father once, couldn't possibly understand the weight of all the Baron's mission. Everything they do is for the S1 people, and she's ready to become a demon herself for them. But Rubina thinks she's full of shit, and then tells her to stop lying to herself. She says she's going to talk to her father and have the operation stopped, but Aphrodite says that won't work. The plan came from Gatla, and even if it were averted, the Geizok, Eldar and Zaravai will just do something even worse. They don't have the faintest concept of morality or justice, and it should tell Rubina how desperate the wars have become that they're resorting to working with them for aid. All the same, Rubina knows that Aphrodite is saddened by this, and then Aphrodite at length admits that once she would never have given an order from a superior second thought, but now thinking about this slaughter brings pain to a part of her heart. And Rubina thinks that that's due to Terror restoring some of her old kindness, but he still hasn't showed up yet. She tells Aphrodite to make up her mind if she's troubled. If the war continues, her own people will suffer. The S1ians should have opted for a method besides war if they really wanted a new homeworld. And then Aphrodite thinks, and then is like, alright, I've been told to execute whoever the traitor is who's been transmitting something out of Skull Moon Base. And Aphrodite goes, it was me, I did it. I've been sending messages to Duke Fleet, all the information I've got, with help from Flick. And says, if you're going to shoot me, go ahead. My life was laid down long ago in the name of peace. Why did you confess? Do you think I'm no longer strong enough to pull the trigger? No. I think now you can understand what I speak of and why I did what I did. Commander Aphrodite, let's defect to Earth together. I'm sure Duke Fleet will take us in and think of a way to save the peoples of both worlds. Your beloved Duke Fleet, pilot of the Grandizer. I heard that a man from S1 is also fighting with him in Zuth. The traitor Marin Raygun. You telling me to follow the same path as him? This has nothing to do with him. What you should be thinking of is what you can do for the future of S1's people. The future? Let's go, Commander, there's still time. No, I just cannot betray the Commandant. He was like a father to my brother, and ever since we lost our family as children... Commander Aphrodite. Princess, please forget we ever had this conversation, and I'll also forget your crimes. Commander Terrell entrusted me with transporting the prisoners of war back to Earth. I leave that in your hands. I understand. You'll have your chance to defect at the next appointment. I'll help as much as I can. Thank you, Commander. I pray that someday you'll be honest with yourself. Thank you, Princess, and farewell. Elsewhere, Toga's just walking around aimlessly through town, and he bumps into some drunk breakers, and he doesn't say anything. They're like, oh, so you think you're too good for us because of your pretty face, huh? Well, don't mess with Holler's gang. But Faye steps in, punches that dude, and he's like, whoa, you this dude's girlfriend or something? So, how dare you say that? Socks him one too. Like, you hit me! That's twice! So they get out of here because when they realise that Faye's a Federation soldier, and she says she'll kick their butt once the Federation... Yeah, they're like, once the Federation falls, then we'll get you. But she turns to Toga and sees that he hasn't changed even after all these years, and snaps him out of his trance. Seems like seeing her face to face has jogged his memory, and he now remembers her. He's like, Faye? Faye? He's like, yep, it's me. We grew up in the orphanage together. Sandman was the sponsor, but to all of them he was a father figure. And Faye tells him that Sandman was supposed to take her because of her strong G-Factor, off to live in the castle, but he changed his mind and picked the other G-Factor bearer, Toga, instead. Faye thinks that was a mistake. Sandman had taken a gamble in Toga's untapped potential, but it obviously failed because he lost to the Zervai and he sucks. She tells him it's his responsibility that one of the G Driller's pilot has died and the other has gone MIA. And he's like, stop, Yamate, Yamate. And he's like, nope. Coward. And she says, your dead comrades must be turning in their graves with what a weakling you are. And she says, but if you can, I can help you use your powers fully if you come with me and become my subordinate. And she says, you won't have to think, feel, or do anything. Just follow her orders like when we were kids. And she saw that having him will let her Grand Troopers become even more powerful than Gravion. And then AG comes over and is like, yo, Toga, chill the fuck out, dude. He asks Toga to come back to us. And Toga's just like, I just want to forget about Gravion, the Grand Knight Zanzuth. He just wants to be a monster, like AG said he would become one day, and stop feeling pain and doubt. And AG's like, yeah, and the face like, brilliant, good. But AG's like, no way, dude. Full of shit. If you really want to forget, like, do you really want to forget about all the stuff we've seen together? Trying to stop Unit 7, Setsuko's tears for Denzel's and Toby, kicking the demons out of Japan, Shin and Camille's pain, helping Rand and Garrett and everyone in their fight to save the world? Would you just, like, let go of all that? Oh, he actually says Garrett and Apollo rather than Rand, but that's the... And then he's like, poor Aina and Luna, they died for someone this pathetic. Stop it! Yamate. Plonk. Ugh! What the hell was that? That sort of punch ain't gonna do anything to me after all the training in Tetsuya and the elements put me through. Hell, even Renton and Eureka's kids could take you on right now. Even Princess Anna could. Ugh! Better? That punch there was about Gainer's level. Now, payback. It's these two idiots having a punch up in a street. Just standing outside, punching each other in the face. And he's going, fuck you, pussy. And he's like, no, fuck you. You think you've been fighting this alone? You're not the only one sad because Aina and Luna are gone. There's Setsuko, Sugumi, Mara, Sochie, Fa, Keiko, Emma, Sarah, Mel, Koji, Jiren. He doesn't say Mel, obviously, because he's not here. He says someone else instead. Everyone's hurting because of it. It's like, shut up. Aina was with me since I was a child, and Runa and I always trade together. And now AG, all you do is cause trouble. Quit making people worried about you, dumbass. Leave me alone. No one asked you to worry about me. But Daisuke, Amaru, Lauren, and Lowen still do. Ume and Shia, too. Hell, even Tifa and Reina were using their powers to look for you. Huh? But you better be ready. Marion, Sirius, Gavan, Kappa, and Adet are hella pissed. Once you're back, Gengoro, Kengo, and Bright are going to give you a hell of a lecture. And after that, you're going to get a year's supply of Roger's sass, Banjo's wry smiles, and Holland's... So, cut the crap and come back. Everyone's waiting for you. There. Either way, if you really feel bad, then stay beside Lil. Lil. Beep, 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 beep. An urgent transmission. A large group of aliens showed up at the South Pole. Oh, crap, no time to lose. We've got to get back to Zuth, Toga. But if I went back, Gravion is... Mizuki, tired of shirts, comes back. You kids should leave worrying about stuff like that for later. Mizuki? And here's Luna. But that means you're ready to get going, right? Luna, you're alive? Let's go. Toga, Eiji, our battle is not finished. Sandman! Sandman, You don't need to say anything, Toga. Come, Nil's waiting. Right. So good. Trinity City. Quincy and Tsukage briefing Mari and others about what the aliens brought to South Pole. They brought a goddamn thermal device, which we will be calling the Artificial Sun. They showed up in mass and are guarding the thing, and it's melting its way through the polar ice, and it'll eventually change the world's sea level and flood everything, and it's fucked. You think such enormous potential for damage and destruction will get the Federation to jump in, but they're not. Because everything that's going to be affected is not Federation, they don't give a shit. Orson thinks that some of the feds are just cold-hearted enough to reckon that this is actually a plus. Orb and Amana among the areas that are going to be flooded, and seems to be an indication of how closely Orb was aligned with the sages that they're being hung out to dry right now. Camille asks what the hell Zaf are up to, because they still have their Carpentaria base by the South Pole and could send troops. And apparently they did, and then they were destroyed. And Garrett just wonders if the enemy is that damn strong. But Quattro internally is like, I think Zaft sent a bunch of shitheads on purpose to go, oh, we tried. But either way, big fucking problem, and Jin wants to go right away. And Koji agrees, let's go smash it up. Bright says that the Minerva has just arrived, so we'll be leaving together real soon. Setsuko is dejected because they heard about what happened in Gibraltar, and Lowen finds it hard to believe that Athrun would desert Zaft like that. Tetsuya wonders if he tried to join up with the Archangel, and we don't know if he survived, we don't know if that survived the Minerva's attack, but he can't think of anywhere else that he'd go if he left Zuth and Zaft. Gain has heard that Shin and Rei were the ones who shot him down, and that Meirin was aboard the Saviour. And then Gain is like, oh now, come on, they didn't have the choice. Being a soldier is a harsh life. And Setsuko can only think of Shin and Luna Maria. Talia comes in and is like, yo, we're here, we gotta go. Jimmy was like, so Athrun, what's the deal with that? And she quotes the report. She said Athrun and Meirin were found to be sending Zaft's secrets to an unknown party and shot down as they tried to escape Gibraltar. Zaft's police claim to found the corroborating evidence in his room, and Meirin is being treated as an accessory. And what is that information? Confidential, cannot be disclosed. And Talo is like, that's some fucking bullshit right there. And she's not taking it when two of our friends are dead. But Hap asked Talo to get in Talia's face, and our priority is to deal with the South Pole. And Holland hopes that Talia understands it's a big mistake to think that military law or confidential is going to work all the time. And she just nods and is like, And Shia proposes that Talia is the one with the most doubts about this thing. And then, Shin? And we don't have enough points for this thing, so it cuts the thing. Yeah, but if we had more points, it'd be like, don't worry, Shin. Nobody thinks you wanted to do that. He's like, but I did it anyway. There was no other. He was a bad dude. He's a shithead. Fuck you. And then he's sorry. So sorry, Luna. Alright. And Ray's like, nope, no time for sorrow. Let's go, Shin. You've a mission to fulfill as part of both Zuth and Zaft. Okay, Ray. Yeah. So Shin's a bit more distant and thinking about it on the other one. So as everyone starts to leave, Marin tells Quidstein that he wants an explanation about the Baldius pilot thing when he gets back. He's like, oh yeah, I was gonna. There's something concerning this operation from the aliens that I want you to hear. And she won't say what it is, and if it has anything to do with her trying to replace Marin. But she'll tell him everything if Earth is still here tomorrow. And then he says, come back safely, and he's like, I don't need you telling me that. He leaves, and internally she's got to guess as to what's going on. And then David comes in and is like, and she says, I'd like you to start piloting Baldios. Yeah, wait till you pilot Baldios until this is done. He's like, no way, I'm going to launch it in the Fixer 1. He's like, it was designed for emergencies, and this is a pretty big emergency. He's learned all the subspace tech and what it means to love someone from her once. But he's not a student, he's a man, and he's going to protect her like one. And he won't die for Earth, but he'll die for Quinstein. Quinstein. And now, mission 44. The Falling Sun. So here's Dalton. He commends Aphrodite for wiping out the Earthlings group so easily, but she's like, they were just observers, they were scouts, don't worry about it. The real threat is yet to show. But Dalton's not afraid of Zuth, and Aphrodite says, don't underestimate them. They defeated Terrell, and Dalton's like, but that dude sucks, and I'm good. And then she tells him to shut up, because here we are. So... yeah. Bang, 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 bang. Alright then. Good. This is fine, just sort it all out. Oliver spots the artificial sun. That fucking thing. And Ryder's like, I can't see a damn thing with all this steam around. But despite the heat spreading through the area, Quinstein's told Jamie that the thing's still warming up. And that means things are only going to get worse. And we need to wreck it. Aphrodite doesn't think that we're going to be able to pull it off, and this artificial sun is the epitome of all Aldebaran technology. And Marin is like, Aphrodite, how can you still call yourselves people after going along with this? And she tells him to shut up, and she won't be choosy when it comes to securing the S1Un's future. And here's Rubina, and Hazemon tags the artificial sun as our sole priority and to keep an eye out for some enemy reinforcements. Banjo looks at the corrupted sun and deems its existence impermissible. And Toshiya's like, I'm gonna fuck up all these aliens who try to fuck up Earth. And Apollo seems to have noticed something, and then Sirius is like, what is it, Apollo? He's like, just my imagination, I guess. But a hidden child is watching and wonders whether the wingless or the aliens will be the winners. And Elena, the vampire one, consensus innocent eyes upon us. But that innocence is what makes it dangerous. So, we've got to destroy the artificial sun. SR point is destroy all enemies. And then the sun. And we need to destroy the artificial sun within the time limit, which is 2 turns after a nerd shows up, which is gonna be tough. It's not gonna be that tough, actually. First, we combine. And then we land, because Apollo's shit in the air, despite being the fly guy. Wow. And now, to eat some bread. I do love the iron gear, it's cool as hell. And there's no reason to bring the Minerva anymore, because we never want to change the impulse theme. Yeah, we need to get, well, if I just get him A in the air, that would be better. Yeah, we'll probably bring the Eternal for every space stage. Like it would be the Iagama, the Eternal, and probably the Soleil. Except for when it's the fuckers, then we bring the King Beale. Moby Dick anchor. Launch. Damn, I'm just eating this bread. It's not even good bread. The goddamn Archangel. Right, you with that. You with that. We'll do it too. Wow. I'm eating bad bread? Because I don't want to eat the good bread. Saving the good bread for food later. I had a quick run through of Battle Century G, and I came up with one concept which I'm like, this is cool as hell, and it's a robot that turns into a plane and then crashes into things. And then I did it, and then I was like, okay, but why would I ever not be in the plane? Why don't I? Like, what? I can save all those points on transforming if I just make it a plane all the time. So and then it was like, I've just made a fucking plane that crashes into people. Brilliant. Excellent move. It's just the Zeta with only the Wave Rider crash. Great. I did it. Crashing into things is like punching a thing without fists. Like, it was like I chose the thing where you get to choose special, like 10 unique parts on each thing. So plane mode has over boosters, so it can add its speed to its defense and it zooms around and it's really fast. Reactive boosters. And the other one just has the barrier and just go boing, so it can make a super powerful barrier in robot mode. And then it's like, cool, I've made a thing with a barrier, and then when it crashes into things, it's putting the barrier on the front to be super cool and powerful and good. Excellent. Bueno. And then what happened instead was I was just like, why would I ever... I keep hitting the wrong button because I'm like, where's the square at? Give me the square. Yeah, the drawback is you can't transform if you're just a plane. Battle Century G. Is that the character sheet? Because I already have that. I might have to ask if we can use Battle Century Z as well, because that's got the like more hella super robots that like Z has got it's basically like the little comment thing is like, this is basically spiral power, go at it. But it's where the more fucked your robot gets, the more powerful you are. Like, you get +1 energy and shit, and you need more tension. And it's got a thing that makes you count as having more tension. I also like that one of their example things is called Sunbuster. Yeah, the power of almost dying and then not being dead. And there's a lot of and the designer guy says that he has every single group he has ever seen play the game always has something with Berserker where it just goes fucking wild. How far from the sun for satellite cannon? Can't even use it. Can't even use it. Moon's not out. We just gotta eat shit. Whoosh. But the designer man solved a lot of the problems I had with Giant Guardian Generation, his first thing, where the balance was really ultra fucked. Like, a lot of things were just bad. Yeah, death bows are bad. Don't use them. I really want to just find a list of like example builds and stuff so I can see what sort of things I want to be getting for the idea I've got. Because I came up with the super fast plane crasher. And then I was like, okay, let's make a super robot. Okay, it's got a cool barrier, and I'm like, alright, then what else do I fucking want? Okay, so here's the Destiny finally getting out and about. Battle Century G is pen and paper. And it covers everything. You make a dude, and you have different skills as your dude, and then you make a robot. And your robot, it covers everything from little tiny power suits you can do, all the way up to like Evangelion style stuff, where it's a living thing. Yeah, this is the final attack one, where we gotta get that bullshit for that poor boy. We gotta smash the sun within the time limit, which is why this stage gets hard, is because you gotta do it within the time limit, and also the SR point. We even got that other SR point, so I'm fucking torn. Like, this might be the one where we have to fuck it. Yeah, and in the expansion there's support for every kind of shitty alien. It's really good. Oh, I didn't swap the fuckers around, did I? Fuck. I didn't swap the fuckers around. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Oh yeah, these guys don't have the go fast. So let's just get in the Yagama. Yeah, when you see the attack, you will understand the flower in space. The bulldozer. But yeah, we'll have to do a thing, Magister, where we just sit and talk stupid shit for a while. But yeah, like I tried looking and I checked SA to check the different play-by-post things they've done. But everybody's made shitty reels. Why would you fucking do that? Why are they doing that to themselves? Make a big tough dude. He may be slow, but fuck him. Yeah, that's in Battle Century. Like he brought that over as well, where it's the like the long liner things, where if you die, it's like don't worry about it. It's another one. That was one thing I saw. Some people did. Oh, this fucking guy. It was what was it? Like they were from a colony in space that had got lost in time and had come back, so they were all super advanced, and they were coming back to the Earth that had just been fucked, and they had to save it. And one guy was a scientist man who is just he's the 10th, but if he dies, don't worry, there'll be an 11th and a 12th and a 13th. Yeah, some people have bad opinion because reels are better than robots. It's fucked up, right? How could you possibly think that? I mean, we could try, but what if instead of the try we did that? Because it costs the same for him and is stronger. Like reels are cool and I love them, but there's nothing cooler than shooting a laser from your face or chest and blowing up everything. Would I marry the Iron Gear? No, it's too big. It's too big. Can't rent a tux that big for it. Way too expensive. Bam, 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 bam. Then what about Guard, which is a big robot that punches a monster and is intricate machinery porn? It just happens that the machinery is paper mache. It's more logistics porn than machinery. We still haven't seen the good cutting from Roger yet, and I hate it. I also like that the rocket punch is a long range, like it's a melee move but with the long range modifier, and its range instead of being 0 to 1 is your system's +3 instead of +1. It's like, alright, if you really don't want to shoot something, even though like 100% the point of all the different moves is that you just reskin them as whatever the fuck you want. Again, punch. Okay, he's awful, fucking evil. Gonna run out of juice there, Roger. Look at this fucking thing. I too love Femto. Alright, we're gonna stick to some punches. Can you make your power up when shouting in the paper game? Well. Sometimes. Look at this fucking thing. It's gonna get me. And we're not attacking that. We're not attacking Rubina's thing. And that's one of the things it says. It says, here's how you should use your genre typecast. Use it as a cutscene where you describe in intricate detail how your bullets shoot each one of the enemy's bullets and your laser fire goes and the sickness of your turns and moves. So, Aphrodite figures the times right and releases Rubina in the UFO. And Rubina radios in. And Duke and Hickory explain that it's the Emperor Vega's peace-loving little girl. And she tells us she's bringing loads of the captured humans aboard and requests we cover her till she can exit. And Kazuki gets in touch with Kappei and is like, yo, me and Michi are also here. And he says, I know I ain't got no right, but help. And Kappei's like, sure thing, buddy. Get going while we hold all the scrubs at bay. And Aphrodite's like, oh, Rubina, you evil cur. Oh, jeez. And then the guy's like, should we pilot them? And she's like, no, the mission takes priority. Ignore them. Negros has seen enough of her duplicity and comes in and is like, I had a microphone set up in your office, so I know that you're full of shit. And I heard your plan. And he's had a beef with her for a while, ever since she was shot down but married and they're allowed to escape. And there's a clear violation of the no mercy thing. So, she wrote those rules, so fuck her. And now she's shielding the traitorous princess. And he knows that she'll avoid punishment because of Gatla. But when his own brother showed his back to the enemy, he was executed. So he won't tolerate Aphrodite doing it. But he won't execute her because that would just make Gatla mad. So he's just come to make sure she fights for Aldebaran. He's like, well, yeah, I was going to do it anyway. And we still need to shoot down the sun. And now we've got to defend the saucer too. And Toshiya's like, I ain't letting these people get fucking killed. He finally managed to get out. No, they've been free. So we need Rubina to survive. And if we shoot down Aphrodite or Negros, then they automatically escape. So that's fine, because we'll just fly over there. But yeah, there's like the describe your thing as a cutscene. One was just techno-babble it, don't worry about it. Just talk a load of nonsense and go, ah yes, I redirected the posi-glommal flips and everything's all worked out. I want Koji to go in first because he can't support himself. Let's save, because I don't want that to accidentally start the countdown when half these dudes are not nearly fucking dead yet. One of them was like, have a catchphrase. One was just give a big yell. And it's like, this game knows what's good for it. But yeah, it's basically Super Robot Wars, the pen and paper game. Zones instead of squares. An equivalent of map attacks. There's one really good upgrade, and that gives you stuff for free early on, and there's one that gives you stuff for free later in a stage. But the one that gives you shit for free later is still powerful, but much less good, because there's no guarantee that a fight will go on for 5 turns minimum. So that's why you want to be a Spiral Boy. Because if you're a Spiral Boy, then you're +1 tension and you might have a good time. And tension is just the same thing that 13th Age does. The escalation mechanic, where each turn the stage goes on, you get +1 to everything. So eventually, you will absolutely hit, and you will absolutely murder a nerd. Grenade. Duke Fleet. Duke Fleet. Okay, they don't have this bit, but she's just talking shit about Duke Fleet. Yeah, it's both ways, and bosses have some rude shit. But anyway, she's giving him shit and just like, I'll get you, Rubina is being a shitlord. He's like, fuck you, she's good actually. In 13 Age it is PC only, unless it's a big final boss man. But in the thing, it's not. All these dudes in fucking... Okay, at least these dudes in Tri so we can hurt him. But in BCG... Right then, Quattro Beach. So that's what you got, dude. Wing out. Look at this weird conquer Batwolf thing. All good. Now it's drills too. Get out of here. And we'll send the Armoro this way. Banana.